Well, maybe what we can do is this. Some specific questions, like, how do you? I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot here, but like, how do, like, because we're ready to embark on the readings and the integration as we continue to practice. So how do you? And ask a question from a place that's authentic, that's genuine, not an interesting question or a creative question, but one that speaks, that really resonates from deep within you. Hey.
At what times of the day do you meditate?
I used to do it in the morning. I have a 7-month-old baby that did not get the memo on my meditation practice. So we're just starting to get back into the groove. But traditionally, I like to do it in the morning and kind of set the tone for the day. So that's my recommendation. And then maybe you can squeeze one in at the end of the night for 5 or 10 minutes. But the key is to do what you did. The key is that's your practice session. But how do you pull it back out during the day when you're in the world? That's the key. That's why the morning gives you more of a touchstone for the rest of the day.
How long do you do it in the morning?
I used to do it for a half hour, 45 minutes. Now I do it for a few moments. If I can sneak downstairs while my wife and the baby are upstairs, however long that may be.
Do you think there's any part of your life or your job that isn't compatible with mindfulness? I don't know.
Well, I mean, you've got to intend to do it. You've got to say, this is something that I like working out, I'm going to make time. It doesn't matter. I mean, my wife was a single mom for a while. That's a very busy job. My job's busy. Being a law student is busy. Everybody's busy. So it's hard for everybody, I think. So I don't think it's any more or less difficult for me than anyone else.
Well, my question is, when you meditate, it's usually a set time when there's usually not much going on right at that moment, 30 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. And then you have to seize the moment when it comes. But my question is, when that moment comes and that anxiety or fear comes at you, you don't have just 30 minutes to sit there and meditate and then go speak or run for, propose some piece of legislation. But at that moment, when the moment comes, how do you overcome any fear or anxiety that might overtake you?
I don't always do it. Sometimes you just screw up. Sometimes you say something you don't wish you didn't say, and you do something you wish you didn't do. So you just try to breathe. It's like working out. I mean, you look at these athletes, they work out, off-season, training, weight training, conditioning, blah, 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 keep going. For what? For that moment look at a football game. Clock's running, they're in the huddle, clock's still running. How many moments are there? Urban Meyer at Ohio State says 6 seconds at a time. 6 seconds. Hey.
I'm again. Sorry.
That's all right. 6 seconds at a time. So the practice in the morning is for that moment when it comes up. And the more you practice, the more you're able to deal with those situations better.
When did you get into mindfulness? At what stage in your career?
I grew up Catholic, and I started kind of doing centering prayer and some other different meditations. And then I went on a 5-day retreat in 2008. And it was more and more silence, and really kind of tasted it at a deep level. And that was when I started the daily practice back in 2008. And then I've done, week-long retreats and things like that.
All right. Out of respect and courtesy to the class that follows, the teacher who follows, and thank you for gratitude, thanks.
Thank you so much.